I'm looking forward to working on Tony Chopper.
That is a character that would be mostly prosthetics. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because I hope that we are able to follow the same approach as with Arlong when we get to it. But I think for now, I just can't wait for the first season and see how that comes out. I really hope all the fans enjoy it as much as we enjoyed making it.
So there you have it. Tony Chopper is going to be prosthetics, at least an amalgamation of prosthetics and makeup. So it looks like we're going to be choosing an actual actor for the role. And I think this is an amazing way of having Chopper, because you want to see Chopper always on screen. And I think if he was a CGI character, like some have been insisting, like Detective Pikachu, then we would rarely see that cute version of Chopper, because it would just be way too expensive for the screen time that he's going to be on. And I think that is something where we didn't really want. We wanted this version of Tony Chopper, but we only could really get this version in a big time movie, and still even then it will be really expensive, and I think we wouldn't see him as much. I think that's the sad part. But I think for a TV show, prosthetics is the way to go. And you hear the head of prosthetics for One Piece live action on Netflix, he is already having ideas about amalgamation of prosthetics and makeup, and I guess they're gonna have fur and all this other costumes. I'm just wondering, what actor will they choose? Will they be able to replicate, I guess, the cuteness of Chopper from the animation? I'm hoping so, but it's gonna be hard to see what they come up with. But we had some earlier pics of people coming up with ideas. Of course, we had the bigger version of Tony Chopper. I think that was the easiest version you can have of him, where you just have a human person, muscle, fur, makeup. I think that's the easiest combination. Other people were saying it was going to be a puppet. I'm glad it's not going to be a puppet, because we already have this scary version of a Tony Chopper puppet. I think it would be a little too jarring for people to look at, and maybe a little bit scary, but it could work if you have the right direction and overall story to tell. And of course, Chopper has the best story that people appeal to or just like in general. So I think even if it is a scary looking Chopper, it would work. And of course, we had different versions, the human type of version. This is the one where I'm thinking they may go with this style, this Sweet Tooth, this Netflix TV show. We can't really get this actor because this actor played young Sanji in the One Piece live action, but they may go with something similar to this. And if they do, I think they can catch the spirit of Chopper within this Netflix series, and I think it's a good direction. It gives us a chance to see Chopper all the time and just all of his cuteness and fun. And now it comes down to what sort of actor you are willing to see. Is it going to be a child like the Sweet Tooth actor, or is it going to be a dwarf? And I think that's a hard choice, because I don't know if they can find a dwarf with the right characteristics where it just looks cute. I think maybe someone that has a similar disease as Webster. Webster was a person that had some form of dwarfism, but he still looked like a cute child. So if they find like an actor like that, then I think that's perfect. You could get an actor that looks young but still is an adult, so you can have them wear this and they will never change really over time, since they're already an adult but they still look like a kid. I think that's the best version of Chopper we can get. But how many actors are like that out there that will have the combination of skill, talent, and just have that genetic difference as well, where they have that Webster type of dwarfism? I don't know what's it called, but he's just permanently young looking, and not just the dwarfism where you look like a older gentleman even though you're even in your early teens and late 20s. So I think this is tough situation about choosing which actor, but I like how they narrowed it down with the prosthetics. I think the prosthetics route is the best way where you can get them. It looks like they're already good at prosthetics if you look at a lot of the Sharkmen and the Arlong arc of the live action, and I think this is overall good direction it's going, and I'm liking it. Hopefully they don't do anything that looks like this. Glad they're not going to do anything that's CGI. That this kind of looks like a rat, so I'm not in favor of that. But it's just exciting to see them already have this idea in their mind as they were developing season 1. And of course, the head of prosthetics for One Piece, he was more focused on season 1. He didn't want to look towards the future too much, but he already has ideas. It seems like that's a direction they already suggested they're going in, and I think they have the skilled people, at least from what I'm seeing from the Arlong's arc of all the Sharkmen. I like their overall looks, and I think they can do a incredible job with Chopper if they just find the right actor. And I think that is going to be the key to this. If they find the right actor, they're going to be able to knock this out of the park, and I'm excited to see it. Hopefully they do it, but are they going to be able to capture those moments of Chopper where we have those deep emotional moments where he's crying, he's excited, he's exasperated? Can you act through prosthetics and get that type of feeling? And I'm unsure. I'm wondering if there are any examples where people have acted through prosthetics. I know there's one example with Farscape. Farscape is a sci-fi show that came out a while ago. It had a lot of prosthetics. It was early 2000s. Let me look it up. I'll show you. And yeah, Farscape. This is a TV show I really loved. They had a lot of prosthetics, makeup. It was like traveling through the galaxy with different aliens. Yeah, this is where Cardago, this is one of the main characters. And he has the bigger version of Chopper, that look. I think if they can get something close to that, of course not as ugly, maybe when he gets bigger and stronger, they can add some dimension. He might look like this because this is a big, strong character from the TV show. But I think this is the type of inspiration they should get. This is a Jim Henson production as well. And Jim Henson, of course, the famous puppeteer. He had a bunch of legacy characters from the Muppets. And I think this is probably a place where they can draw inspiration. Farscape is one of the best sci-fi shows, at least in my mind. I loved it. And I think it did a lot of good things just with the costume design and just overall puppetry. And I think if they do this right, we can get some strong characters that are just filled with just life and just being interesting and dynamic. And I'm thinking with the prosthetic team, they can do this, and I'm hyped for it. I'm hoping to be able to get immersed in Chopper's story. I think that's the thing everyone is waiting for, to relive Chopper's story in just a live action sense, where we get engaged in just his sadness, his struggle, his fight, just to be alive. And I think everyone identifies with Chopper's his overall backstory, because it is a sad story. It is one of just suffering and just not being able to fit into any group. And I think this is the thing that we hope to see executed really well in season 2, and to progressively see him grow throughout the other seasons. And I'm hyped for this. I can't wait to see Chopper. I know a lot of people want to see Chopper too. A lot of the people that haven't even read the manga or saw the series itself, I'm hoping for them to experience what I experienced when I first read Chopper's part in the manga, just seeing it brought to life in the animation. That was a wild experience to me. It really got me emotional, and I'm not that really of an emotional person, but I'm just excited to have that experience brought to people that don't know One Piece and are not going to expect what actually happens with Chopper. And it's going to be an exciting time for anyone that is a fan of One Piece. But anyways, tell me what you think. Do you think this is a good idea to have Chopper made of prosthetics, and what type of actor do you think would be perfect for the role? A child, or maybe a special type of dwarfism similar to Webster? If you don't know Webster, let me get a quick look at Webster. This guy was like 20 years old, 25 years old, but he still looked like a child. And I think we need to get an actor like this that has that Chopper look, or just can look like a child but can act as well. So that's just my suggestion. But tell me what you think. What do you think is the best actor? Just a child actor or a dwarf actor? Leave your comments, like and subscribe, share. This is Wagner Knows Why. Catch you next time.